We're like, yes.
Hello, good morning. Today is a Student Doctor Tuesday. That means that I have clinical class basically on Tuesdays as a first year medical student. And I'm trying to figure out what to wear because it's business professional and I fully ironed a pair of pants only to put them on and decide that I didn't want to wear them. So now we're running late. Yeah, I have like 15 minutes to get ready, so get ready with me. This is kind of how every Tuesday looks, where I'm simply scrambling in the morning and I tell myself I'm gonna wake up at 6:30, you know, as one does when I have to be somewhere at 8, and every time, without fail, I'm up by 7. And that leaves me about 15 minutes to get ready. I also haven't gone grocery shopping this week. That is an issue for later today when you guys are gonna see. I try to decide how I'm gonna sustain myself for the week. Will I meal prep? I usually do, actually. I am pretty good about meal prepping. But this week is exam week. And exam week means that I live like a little rat. I am very bad about my mental health and my physical health. And we'll see if that changes this week. This is gonna be a crazy week. When I say crazy, I really just mean spending like 12 hours by myself every day. Getting crazy. Okay. It's a great start to the morning. And I have 3 minutes. Okay, so I just got back from clinicals and I wanted to do a little reflection on my time in my first semester / first few blocks of medical school. I've started to realize that being a first year medical student is very different from obviously being a doctor because I don't know as much, I'm not as well trained, but also because we have more time with patients, which sounds crazy, but we don't have the responsibility of diagnosing and healing patients. We just have the responsibility of learning how to. And because of that, we get to spend a lot more time with patients. Like every Tuesday, we sit down with patients for sometimes an hour. We have a lot of time. Like, when was the last time a doctor sat down with you and spent an hour and a half with you? Unless you were unconscious, unless you were literally anesthetized. That does not happen in the American healthcare system, at least. It really is a privilege to be a first year medical student and be able to hear patients' stories and just be there to listen to them. Just being someone that they can tell their problems to. Basically like a little rant session. Anyways, yeah, that's why I really like Student Doctor Tuesdays. I mean, sometimes it is really hard to wake up because I'm a really bad morning person, but by the end of it, I think I generally feel very grateful and a little tired just because I'm running on 1/2 bowl of oatmeal, but that is going to change quickly because I'm going grocery shopping. Let's go grocery shopping after all of that. I desperately need food. My refrigerator is so bare. I think I have like 1 lemon, a bag of chocolate chips, and like 3 eggs that are definitely expired. So yeah, that is happening right now. Let's do that.
A journey to the underbelly of a city, where we'll be meeting cryptosporidium, a parasite that causes diarrhea in immunocompromised patients. Since cryptosporidium causes severe, unrelenting diarrhea. In fact, it's the organism most commonly identified in HIV-positive patients with diarrhea.
Please. Love. Just a little. Okay. Thank you. Cryptosporidium. We don't need it right now. It's now dark, and now I need to get out of my room because I've been here for too long, and I just need a change of scenery. So I'm going to study with my friends, and hopefully I know all the parasites by the end of the day, because that is my goal. But yeah, quick update. Woo! First of all, yesterday, I think I dropped the ball a little bit because basically I told myself I was going to study a lot and then I got really distracted and I kept like getting overwhelmed because I do feel pretty confident in my knowledge of bacteria and like I did have to learn the viruses pretty quickly. I started learning the parasites yesterday and I also need to summate my knowledge and figure out what I do know and what I don't know. So I do have a lot to do, but I feel like in terms of passing, I will probably be fine. I think it's really hard to not have like a very perfectionist mentality when it comes to tests because my whole life I've just been like, you have to get an A, you have to do well because I want to get into medical school, but now that I'm in medical school, it's like, well, you don't. You can just do your best and pass. But I think it's just hard to get out of that mentality of I have to do my very best on this test. I don't know. I think like part of me is like, yes, I know I'll pass. It's really not a big deal if you don't pass a test in medical school, actually. Like, I mean, depends on the school you go to, but like you just retake it later. But I think because so few people don't pass, I feel like I would feel not smart because everyone else was able to do it, so why wasn't I? And I think that's a really big part of this pressure to do well on the test because I feel like I need to prove that I belong here, even though, you know, I've already gotten in and I've already taken all the classes and done well in the MCAT. I feel like you'd always feel a little bit like you don't belong. So you always are trying to prove that you do in different ways without even really noticing it. And that is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But we're gonna try and overcome because in reality, it's really not a big deal. This is just one test. I'm also really concerned that like if I don't learn the information now, then I'll never know it. And I'm like, this is the time to know it because it's medical school. That's just not true. We have to take step one, so we have to review everything and we have to go on to clinical rotations. So we are gonna get lots and lots of exposure to the same things over and over again, which is gonna help us remember it. That's the imposter syndrome really kicking in, but we'll get there, it just takes time. Now I'm ready for school, not school. I'm going to the library with some of my friends and we're gonna study pretty much 10 hours today. So get ready for this journey. It's gonna be great.
No irritation or judgment, they were laughing. Like, no, there was
Good morning. It is the day before my test and we're gonna be fine, I think. I I think I studied a lot yesterday at the library. We were there for like 12 hours and then I finished pretty much all of the content review that I needed to do and started doing some practice questions too. And you know, the practice questions aren't going super well, but that's kind of the point of practice questions. Like this happened to me for the MCAT too, where you don't get them all right. You probably get half of them right, if that. And it's not about getting them right. It's about learning from them so that way you do get them right on the test, which is always good. And now today I am going to a study room with, I think, the same people. I think everyone's coming, but we'll see. At least some of the same people. And then we're just gonna do every practice question we can get our hands on. And I was telling my friend yesterday, like we kind of were both saying that we really need to get to the point where everything clicks soon because it's getting quite dire. We only really have like, actually in 20 minutes I will have 24 hours until I sit down and take this test. So that's scary. But it's okay. We're gonna be fine. I really do believe that.
Antigenic variation in the rolling hills with the tents.
But what?
What is the fever called?
Is it?
Like, what is that disease? Like, what would the answer choice be?
No.
Something?
It's trip something.
See,
It is trip something.
There's two trips.
There's two trips?
Wait.
Because there's the guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah, this one. It has to like go with the scene.
It does. It does.
Good morning, happy test day. Just a little reflection on how I'm feeling. This block has really just been hard. And I don't say that lightly. And I think I deeply underestimated how much content there was. Like I feel like I do not have mastery of the material. And I think that's just something that I have to live with because this is material that takes years and years to master and we have a few weeks. So it's just hard to let go of like not knowing every single detail, but I'm trying and I'm trying to go into this test with a positive mindset. This morning I woke up and I immediately opened my phone and I just started scrolling through like sketchy video explanations because I really don't. I feel like I don't. I have it like, I need the Sherlock mind palace. Like every time I just need to like visualize the sketchy scene. And I feel like I've got like maybe some parts of the scene, but I don't have every single detail and that's fine. But I'm also like, I need to know every single detail. It'll be fine, I think. I think I just need to go in with a positive mindset and it'll be fine.
This and this. This is so sad.
Okay, so I finished my exam. Oh my gosh, this has been quite the journey. I feel okay. I feel like I definitely got a lot wrong, but that's okay because you just have to pass. And I do think I passed. Yeah, I think overall it went well. It was definitely a trying experience because I can't remember the last time that I've had to memorize so much information. This just felt like it was like rote memorization of symptoms, which is what medical school is, and like a lot of it is in the end, but this is like kind of my first exposure to that, which was very overwhelming, but also a very good learning experience. I'm very glad that I was able to study with friends towards the end of this process because it really did show me like what medical school is supposed to look like. It is supposed to be a collaborative environment where you can be yourself and you can also learn with others. But yeah, I think in general, I just am very grateful for the people around me, for the opportunities that have been presented to me in medical school. Thank you for watching. This has been a very fun project of mine that I'm really excited to try to do more of in the future. I definitely love making videos and I love editing videos, so it's just something that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. So I'm just really excited to be able to do it and share it with the world. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.